Hello everyone and welcome back to Tropico 6. This is part 21 overall, and I think this will be our third attempt at Shackland. And it's been a while anyway, it's been a couple of weeks I think since we last played Tropico 6, so let's have a wee read of the little mission statement and we'll watch the full opening cutscene as well. Challenged by another dictator, I need to turn this down in my ear, that's quite loud music. Challenged by another dictator, El Presidente and Penultimo set out to conduct an unparalleled experiment in equality. A culture without houses. Start mission. And this is the third attempt.
It may have been the worst of times, for it was certainly not
I feel
the
like we
best
did
of
better
times.
the last time.
But the Second World War created many opportunities too, Presidente.
It's still really bloody warm here as well. Which I guess gets me into the tropical mood.
It was during this
to some
time
extent.
that your unmatched genius anticipated the need for frugal ways of life. Many homes had bombs,
Alma?
and people everywhere were trying
Piñata.
to adapt. The Isla de las Casas Modestas, your unparalleled experiment in equality, was to become so much more.
Should be alright there. Can we come up a wee bit? Keep up a wee just a scotch. Not to
I
be too
received
much.
a boastful letter from Proximo.
Fucking Proximo.
To the leader of Santo Tonto.
Keep forgetting to check. I feel like that is
Some kind of
Oliver Reed's
challenge.
character in Gladiator. It was
Such
called
a
Proximo.
snake.
They have a plan to create equal society, apparently by establishing a single legal haircut. That is stupid. I'm not very ambitious, Presidente. We must show them up. Our population must thrive to prove the superiority of your plan for equality. A culture without houses.
Time is precious, Presidente.
Yep.
Especially your time, as you are the busy leader of a nation and not just a child playing in a sandbox.
Indeed. As your ever-subservient assistant, I took the freedom to prepare a humble draft of the Tropican Constitution to save some of your precious time. You still need to sign it, though. Maybe between the second breakfast and your pre-brunch nap? No pressure. That's all fine. Right. So. Unfortunately, I can't quite remember the order of things. I know last time, well, the first time, there was like big demand for a weapons factory. And then we spent a lot of the second attempt preparing for that. And I don't think it came up. I don't think it's like a proper guaranteed mission. I think that's just something that might come up as a demand from one of your faction leaders. I think it was the general. So, for now, what are we doing? How are we starting? We're going to by scooting the time up. So where did I see that lava? Piñata. I think it was up here, actually. No? There it is. I just get so low.
Presidente, we love our shacks.
Indeed.
Built with our own hands and lovingly decorated with sheet metal and plastic bags.
Hell yeah. You make us all proud with your commitment to Comrade Marx's vision of economic equality for all, but the echoes of our rumbling stomachs are a bother. Could we perhaps request a greater variety of food? The comrades will gladly build something for you in return for a really good fish burrito, so we must increase food happiness. We get a free tavern for it, so that's good. To increase the average food happiness, build vendor buildings like groceries or shopping malls. They provide more food happiness depending on the amount of different food types in stock, so providing them with new types of food will increase the average food happiness. Okay, so let's pop down. Let's introduce ourselves to the broker
Call
first,
me the broker.
because he might be
I
important.
guess I had another name once. But you know what names are good for? They're good for getting you arrested, Presidente.
That's also true.
Well, that's not my game. My game would be business. Which business? Hey, what have you got?
Let's talk real politic, Presidente, and by that, I mean how we make money before your people rise up and depose you. Or not. But let's be honest, we're both here to fill our Swiss bank accounts, and in the best case scenario, also not get caught. Not that the deals I'll be offering are in any way dubious. It'll usually be obvious just how illegal they are. Nice to meet you.
Do any of these offer?
No, we're getting those. Okay. I always forget what we have. So we have cattle, which is meat and hides. Okay, I tell you what, is anyone looking for hides? America's looking for hides. Beautiful. So, food happiness. So let's get a grocery going, which is in... No. Let's pop one down here. Pop a few of these down. So one there. We'll take one up here. I think that'll do it for those. And then let's get some food variety. Fisherman's Wharf. Yeah, there's easy road access there. Kinda. So let's get them some fish. They did specifically mention fish burritos. I imagine you need fish to make that. Perfect. And then let's also plantate.
Remember, Tropico could be
corn.
invaded at any time. Keep your survival kit on hand. In the event of panic, breathe into the paper bag.
That's not great efficiency, to be fair. Let's plantate some corn over here. That's also not great. There we go, that's 100% efficiency. It's also juddering. There's some corn. And then plantation bananas. Let's see. Let's pop a banana plantation down here. 96, 97. Right, 97's good enough. Got up to Yon Road. Plantation pineapple. Oh, perfect. I can still access that hill, that's fine. Pineapple. Sugar, I don't think is used as a food, it's purely for like rum. Cocoa's like an ingredient one. Okay, we'll leave those for now. And then let's get some ranches. So we've got cattle, sheep's wool and milk. I feel like milk's probably a good thing to have. Crocodile is just leather, pig is meat. Llama is just wool, and goat is milk. Goat is milk. And over there. What does the manure smarter do again? Distributes manure across plantations and ranches in its area. Okay, yeah, that's probably something worth doing, especially up here where we have like a bunch. So that gets all 3 of those in its little catchment area. Perfect. So that'll give a big boost to food happiness, hopefully. Just notice my popularity is currently at 0%. Oh, I do want to get a library, because research is kind of really important. So let's pop down one of those somewhere. You know what? Yeah, just beside the palace. Because you're going to want to research stuff. It's kind of important. Oh, there's the pinata I saw during the opening cutscene.
Comrades are restless, President.
Okay.
They have not cooperated upon.
We can't have that.
in many days.
Some report mild loneliness. It is vital to the cause that the comrades remain optimistic. If you could cooperate with us on this request, we would cooperate on a small party to raise our morale. So let's build a Teamster's office. Probably need one of those anyway, so let's put one of those up yonder. Sort of there. Right beside the manure, why not? Okay. So, it says there, I found 30 pinatas, I'm assuming just over the course of the game, not today, because I've only seen 2. That's good. Hey, food happiness has already ticked up to 36. Magnificent.
Let's face it, it's better to be one of the allies than one of the Axis.
I suppose.
You get to be an ally instead of, well, an axe.
Well, I feel like an axe is a bit cooler, but sure. And you can chum up with the marginally less awful side in this petty global squabble. Best not to question why, I find. Every sacrifice our brave boys make brings it all closer to an end. So import trade route with the allies. We'll do that once we've finished sending
I came to see
the
you.
whatchamacallit. Broker. If I said I wish someone would go away, that wouldn't entail conspiracy to murder, right? Not that I'm saying I want someone killed, of course. It might not come to that. But let's just say there was someone that someone else wanted to go away, in a perfectly legit manner, naturally. And let's just say they might be grateful for some perfectly legitimate assistance. So we must also accept an import trade route with any non so far. Okay. You know what, fuck it, let's just buy a couple of trade routes. Licenses even. So import from a non-superpower. So let's get some Mexican canned goods. Oh, we just had to accept, we didn't have to complete it. Okay. So then let's also do cloth from the Allies, just to
Always
get
a
that
pleasure
done.
doing business with you, Presidente.
And that's 1,000 in our Swiss bank.
This is quite the experiment, President.
Indeed.
How can anybody get a foot on the property ladder if it has no rungs?
Indeed. But a prepared businessman is always on the lookout for the new opportunity, and what our people need right now is a really good distraction. Tell you what, you provide the entertainment and I'll deal with the marketing. So average fun happiness is 25, we get free church. To increase the average fun happiness, provide more or better entertainment buildings and make sure that all citizens have one nearby they can afford. A single building might be overburdened to cater for all the people living in its vicinity. Higher budgets usually increase the service quality. Okay. So fun. Fortunately, it's been quite costly to have fun. But we'll pop down some taverns to start. Can you fit in there? No, probably fit there. And there. And you lads can have one as well. You can have one to yourself. One up there. And one there. That'll do. We'll see how that does. So, population's going up. Fun happiness is still at 36, or food happiness even. I feel like plopping down a construction office might not be a bad idea, and just quick building it to get it going. Because we do have quite a lot of... We're asking quite a lot of them right now. Oh, that's perfect, that just slots in there. So yeah, so we'll just quick build that, just to... We did something. Oh, the trade route. Beautiful.
Good show. Not bad
I'll
at
take
all.
10 immigrants
Oh.
because population's the goal. So that's a trade route completed. So let's do... You know, let's send the Axis some tobacco. Plantation tobacco. That's not great. Tobaccoland. I feel like 99 is about as good as it's going to get. Nope, don't need to zoom out. There we go. Perfect. Ah, that did eat into the farmland a bit. Oh well. And then, yeah, I'll set that to not allow public consumption. Okay, so we've got a second construction office on the go. We'll maybe pop one up here as well. Okay, just to get things ticking along a bit quicker. Nope, not low priority, quick build. There we go, so that should all help. So, food happiness starting to go in the right direction. Next time we get a bit of money, we'll pop in some, what should we call it, some other fun buildings.
Do not panic, Presidente, but I
Just
bring
rum.
news of a threat so unthinkable. I
feel like we might already have a rum distillery. I think that's like a
what it is.
starting building. The only way we could possibly defend against a danger this mysterious is to fortify. We must be vigilant against those enemies we can neither see nor adequately justify. Which involves producing rum for some reason. Yeah, is this not a rum distillery? It is, the rum distillery. Beautiful. I'm assuming that's sugar. Beautiful. Perfect. Even. So that's all going in the right direction. Food happiness has jumped up to 40.
It is a great day for
We've
our
built
comrades.
Batista's office.
We even had cake to celebrate.
Alas, we do not yet have enough cake for everyone. We must continue to grind the flour of the bourgeoisie. Bourgeois? I think it's just bourgeois, isn't it? Bourgeois. Bourgeois? Bourgeois. With the sugar of the workers, but we thank you for greasing the baking trays of equality. I'll take 5 grand. Okay, so let's pop down some more fun. How about a botanical garden? No, you cannot. Can you go here? You can go here. Perfect. Right into the tavern. Okay, then let's slap down some buskers there, good and cheap. Just wherever they can go. I think they go up automatically as well. Oh, they. Buskers. So, food happiness is going in the right direction. Population's going in the right direction. Fun happiness, we haven't actually built any of the entertainment buildings yet, but it will start going in the right direction, I imagine.
Need your help,
Hello.
Presidente. It's
Another
all
one,
gone
you said.
pear-shaped. and we need a steady hand on the tiller.
Well, it turns out you're the best Presidente for the job. Profiling boys love you. Something about moral flexibility? No pressure, except the usual threat of bombing. Total pip. So we need to do another import trade with them.
Making stuff is good.
He also wants me to do things.
That's why
Logs,
they
we're
call them
also already
goods,
doing that, so...
Because it's good to sell things.
How would you feel about making something for some friends of mine who prefer not to be named, or photographed, or to have any paperwork created or exchanged in connection with the favour they're asking about? Of course, I'll still get paid. I mean, we'll both get paid. Produce logs accept, because I think that's what this does. So that's grand. I was about to do something. I can't remember what. Oh, trade route. I was going to check on the trade routes. So that one's nearly done, so we can replace that then with a new allied trade route. Import, remember that. Okay, in fact, there it is. So, swap this back to import. I'll take some of your cocoa. Do a quick, simple trade route with you. And thus far we have just 14 rum. So you're up and running. Doesn't have a thing for local consumption, so that's fine. We may have a shortage of workers. Fun happiness has started to go in the right direction. Food happiness is almost there. Rum production's kicked up. Log production will at some point, I imagine. So far so good. And I know I say this every time, but I feel like this is the one. Okay, that's a trade route completed. Is that not a mission? I don't have a mission for trade route. I feel like it didn't pop up there. Oh well. Rubber.
Do any of these offer?
Nope, none of those are fine. Let's see. So let's now export some wool. I think we're making wool. Let's see how that goes. So, yeah. Food happiness is nearly there. Fun happiness is going in the right direction as well. Rum production going. Log production will catch up eventually. Let's stick down. Funfair Pier requires electricity, so let's not do that. How about restaurants? Over here. Overlooking the whatchamacallit. Like, is that the front? That looks more like the front. Come on. In the spot. There we go. Right, so we're 29 out of 40 fun, and 45 out of 50 food. Okay. Feeling good. Feeling good. Decent money, popularity's climbing. Eventually people will... If we can get people to start busking, that'll really get us over the edge. Oh, rum production's ticked up. That was people, so that's good. Okay, we're almost there on food happiness. Getting very close on fun happiness as well. So far, so Presidente. And come on, 49. Shouldn't need to do anything else for food happiness. That should get there.
Thank you, Presidente,
There we go.
for attending to the needs of the common.
And I'll take a free tavern. So we can just pop one of these down somewhere just to give an additional little boost. You know what, there's quite a lot of people up here. That one's actively busy, so let's pop another one beside it to ease the load. Share it even. Hell yeah. Actually that, yeah, we're caught up with our building projects as well. Awesome.
Everyone has to do their bit for the war.
Okay, so now we must fulfill
Don't care a thruppenny
export
bit
trade
who you might be.
Export trade route. You may be a bigwig here in Tropico, but this war is bigger than any one nation. Well, it's bigger than your nation anyway, and the Allies are way bigger, so it's a good idea to be our chums, don't you think? So, export trade route with them. Let's see. One of those will not buy any more trade licenses. We'll just
I'm so
pick it up.
glad I
there we
made
go.
this deal with you, Presidente.
Produce logs. That's more money for the Swiss. Don't worry, no one will know that we met. In fact, we didn't meet. In fact, we've never met. In fact, who are you again? Only kidding. See, I can joke. Fuck yeah. So yeah, rum reduction's getting there. Yeah, I'll not buy another trade license for that. I'll just wait until one of those. Actually, is one of those not an ally one anyway? Yes! Hides is already, so we're already
I
working
came
on
to
that.
see you.
He's got another mission in it. So the Foundation of Peace, Presidente. International trade, or the Foundation of Peace, Prez. International trade. You give a little, you take a little. And what if I knew someone who wanted to make sure we gave a little so you could take a lot? That'd be even better, wouldn't it? On an unrelated note, have a look at this trade proposal. Don't worry about the whys and wherefores. Just need you to sign here, here, and here. So import trade route with announcement power. We'll get on that again once one of our other trade routes picks up. So let's just start. What's a good thing to start with? Start with state loans, and then just get everything else going. Beautiful. Just get stuff researched, ready to go. So we're almost there on fun. It's up to 34. That has solved the problem that tavern was facing. Don't really have the money to do anything else right now. It has just under the 35, so that's good. Oh, pinata.
Let me guess. You're conducting a ridiculous experiment upon the people of these isles.
Yeah.
And you need me to cheer them up?
People aren't toys, Presidente. I thought we'd had this little chat. But you know I can't ignore them, so you'll get what you want. A little bit of faith to harden them to adversity. Me, I'm already on the sacramental wine. So faith happiness of 40 and we'll get a free ranch. Increase the average faith happiness, provide more or better ecclesial buildings, and make sure that all the citizens have one nearby they can afford. A single building might be overburdened to cater for all people living in its vicinity. Higher budgets usually increase the service quality. Beautiful. So we'll try and get the fun happiness done because that'll get us a free church off the rip. So that's good. Population's hit 200. Also good. So what's this? That's a library. Oh, newspaper. Okay. Shack got destroyed, but that's fine. Nothing of value was lost. It's a bit low. Almost produced 1,000 rums. Something that's by the bottle? Is that how we're measuring the rum? Bottles? Probably. Okay. Getting money there? Got a wee bit of money. What are you?
A few
offering? Nothing of note. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Try and boost that fun happiness a bit more. We're going to up the budget. For all of them. And those all being on full budget should get us to 40. Which will then get us a free church. Which will then get us a bit of faith happiness. Circle of life. Why did I just hear a horse? Yeah, there we go, we're up to 38 already. Okay, hold on. What can we do in the meantime? Could pop down a chapel somewhere. Let's pop down a chapel. What are you? Oh, you're also a chapel. You're sort of overburdened. Can we get one in here? Not there. Is that close enough to take some of your burden? Fingers crossed. Okay, one more point of fun happiness, and then we'll cut the budget to all those taverns. No point spending that money if we don't need to. It is also currently spiraling us into debt. Come on.
I would.
There we go.
Except that I see it.
Hell yeah.
Presidente, you are one slight-handed magician. Your people might be cold, but they're thoroughly entertained.
And that's the dream. Building the church was a masterstroke. We haven't done it yet, but we will. The impious avoided while the believers listened to Sunday sermons decrying all the wonderful entertainments we built. All publicity is good publicity. So, free church. Let's pop one of those down. And I feel like up here's hurting for God. No, that's, is that the front? What's the front? No, that's more back. That's front. Can you fit in there? Yeah, let's just pop you here. Fine, I'll do. Now I'll give that a boost. Okay. I think we're on the right track. Money's a bit low, but that's, again, nothing new to us. We're over halfway there on the rum. We need just...
Presidente,
oh, that was a big boost.
your quest for equality is the talk of the military.
Hell yeah.
We prefer a rigid hierarchy.
Of course you do.
Each to their own.
That said, I see your experimental island of equality as the perfect breeding ground for pre-toughened troops, without weakness spread by luxury. So please, Presidente, let us make your special forces extra special and famous across the world. So you need a commander garrison, a high school, and constitution on armed forces set to professional soldiers. First of all, do I need to research? No, we can just do that one, so that's done. So we just need the money to build the other two things. High school, can we do that? Yes, we can. Where's the front of this? I think it's that. Yeah. So there's the high school. Just burn through our money. Faith happiness hasn't gone up any. We did build that chapel though. And a church.
I came to see you as soon.
No, we're good on those. Trade. How are our trades coming? So that's already working on the Allies one. I think. No, because I think it's import, isn't it? Well. So that's an import. No, we are. So we're working on that one already. Perfect. So there's the high school. So we just need the commander guards. And that's because I've done it out of order. Which I don't think is how it works. I think, yeah, so there we go. Well, it's half, so it's not build. If it's build, you sometimes have to wait until it's actually the mission to do it, but I think we're good. That didn't even get us out of debt. Beautiful. Can't really do much of anything at the moment. How's the research coming? Okay, we're nearly there on sealed loans, so that'll help quite a bit. That's only 1919. And we're almost within 1,000 of our rum goal. There we go. Faith happiness is starting to tick up now, so that's good. I don't have any edicts that would help with that, do I? No, I feel like that would lower the faith happiness charging people. But I feel like she asks for that later on because she's got so many people to deal with. If I remember correctly. Damn, we are not getting out of debt. I didn't lower the budget on the taverns. There we go, that helped. Okay, we're up to 37 on the faith happiness. Still one busker station unbusked. There's a little ship. Damn, we are massively in debt. But we're almost there on faith happiness. I forget what we get. Oh, we get a plantation, I think, for doing it. That was a big one. Not enough to get us out of debt, but better than nothing. Is there a budget on the buskers? There we go. Oh, it was a ranch.
Every mass, Presidente.
Rah.
And doubly so when it rains. Turns out that a little bit of adversity is good for motivating the faithful.
Plus, I reached out to those people of means who are part of my flock, and lo, they have provided me with a number of beasts. When life gets wearisome, I like nothing as much as a nice rare steak. Delightful. Yeah, busker. Let's just lower the budget for that and set it for all of them to be super low. Don't need to be spending a lot of money on buskers.
Would any of these be of interest to you? It's all
I feel
strictly
like
above
embassy
board.
we need at some point, so having that researched might be an idea. So we've got a free ranch. Let's... What am I trying to export at the moment, actually? Could maybe get something that gives us hides. Hides or wool? So, ranch. Hides and meat. Hides and meat, that's probably a good one. Let's get some cattle. Perfect. 100% efficiency in the catchment area of the manure thing, which is somewhere there, beside the Teamsters. Love to see it. Population's 215, just under 400. That isn't hooked up to the road for some reason. I can't build a road at the moment. Why aren't you hooked up to the road? How did you not hook up to the road? Because I'm going to have to demolish a bit of road now to make room for you. Alright, I've got it. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Uh-huh. There we go. That's everyone now hooked up to the road. Lovely. Population's 221. Just need the money to build a commando garrison, and it's quite expensive, I think. 4 grand to buy the blueprint, and then another further 8 to build it. Huzzah! So we're almost done producing rum. Might get a bit of money for doing that.
The citizens are demanding elections, Presidente.
Yeah, amazing speech. Fuck it. So issue, let us acknowledge. Oh, acknowledge housing. Praise our lowest faction is the capitalists. Let's not blame a superpower, because pissing superpowers off, I think, is what killed us last time. And we will promise to increase healthcare happiness. There we go. Speech delivered.
I have been made fire captain of the island, Presidente.
You don't say.
The comrades collaborated
I was in the middle of a
on
speech.
appointing me, and I can't get out of it.
It is probably sensible that someone considers the dangers of so many shacks in such proximity. Of course, if a fire were to break out, I'd be unable to fight it, so I've resorted to patrolling the island throwing cups of water at people who smoke. So we need a fire station. Well, to have a fire station, we need money. We don't have any of that right now. Hopefully this ship will bring us money. Like enough to at least build the fire station. No. I don't think it will. We can buy the blueprint.
A few opportunities.
No, distraction would be nice, but we don't have the money for it. Okay, almost there on rum. Keep an eye out for pinatas as well. I feel like if we had a high number on those, we're going to get something really good out of it.
Presidente, your aid is
Good,
appreciated.
5 grand.
With your help, we'll double our armed forces, redouble our efforts, and halve our expectations.
Love to hear it. We can do it together. Superiority of numbers is the key to warfare, after all. So, should we use force multiplication to divide and conquer before it's T-0? Sure. I'll take a 5 grand. Doesn't immediately help, but it's a start. There's one. So that is 33 pinatas found. Delightful. Guess it's keeping track of in the course of the entire game. So that's fun. More. Let's turn up. So we need commando garrison, fire station. Complete the ally trade route and then start an import trade route with a non-superpower. Or when one of these ones finish, and they're going to finish way before that one does. Then we don't have money to start an import trade route. Speaking of that, almost there, we can almost do state loans. That solves a lot of our problems. In the short term. Okay, ooh, we've almost hit 230 pop. Possibly on this ship we will. Doing well in the election. Popularity's up to 70%. That's a trade route completed.
Would any of these be of interest?
No. So again, I think I can't instigate an export or an import trade route. Oh, I can. I think. So import trade route with a non-superpower. think is what he was asking me to do. Fill, yes, that's okay. So we've got that going, I think. Yes. So bringing in canned goods from Venezuela. We have crossed 230 population. We almost have state loans, which is good because it means we'll have a big pile of money immediately that we can do Commando Garrison, Fire Station, and something else that requires money. Also, Teamsters Office.
They have not cooperated.
Maldonius, we've heard that before, so that's fine. So we need another Teamsters Office. Probably not a bad thing to have anyway. It's currently empty. What is this hovering over? Let's start. I mean, yours red. Okay.
I'm sure the good citizens of Tropico...
Nope, free elections. Vote freely. Oh, we dropped down to 57 now.
I'm so glad I made this deal with you,
Perfect.
Presidente.
And in the Swiss. Don't worry, no. Oh, that's his usual standard talk. And now we will export. What will we export? Let's export some milk to the Allies. Yeah. Oh wait, am I doing 2 milk exports at the same time? No. Research. Getting there, getting there, getting there. We are 10 people away from reaching our population goal. So once one of these 2 completes, and that one's getting there actually, that'll be another thing done. Oh, drop back down below 240, that's alright.
The election is a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
I trust so. Of course, the outcome is never in doubt. The people love their Presidente almost as much as your loyal Penultimo does. And see, I have a present for you. Your very own wartime Medal of Valor, for courage, selflessness, and electability. It is made of chocolate, so be careful in the sun. Thank you, Penultimo. Very kind.
Presidente, I know you always
Healthcare
keep the
Highness.
promise, but the citizens today can be very exacting about what counts as a fulfilled promise.
Of course I know that whatever my Presidente does is the right thing. It is the very definition of the right thing. But the citizens, they may expect certain things from you, given your sensibly chosen and not at all reckless remarks in your election speech. Healthcare happiness at 51. Okay, there's a clinic about here somewhere. So let's do that, because that's going to be the only thing we can do right now. Given our current money.
I came to see
Good, no you don't. Not really, it's research. Okay, we're almost there on state loans. State loans will solve a lot of our problems. Once we get it.
I've got nothing against the big guy, but you can't sell tickets to church. I've tried, and let's face it, every penny spent.
Also, there is a thing you can do that charges people for going to church.
For-profit business is always.
I mean, I'm going to do her thing.
God may excuse your blasphemy, child, but I've always found forgiveness the trickiest part of my religion. El Presidente, ignore this.
Oh, I looked this up because I kept
Mammon
meaning to.
And invest
Mammon
in
is
business.
like basically just greed. I think it's not like I thought it was a biblical figure, but it's just like a. It's just greed, I think, basically. I looked it up ages ago. I think that was the idea. So yes, so set constitution on labour policy to happy childhood, because that doesn't cost me money. I may need to research labour policy though. I will. Okay. So research, labour policy. Are we in the middle of that? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pop all these off a second. Not state loans, because that's very close to being done. That would be silly. So labour policy will pop on, and then get everyone else back on track. Good. Because that's basically a free $5,000, whereas the prison would probably come up at a loss. How much does the prison cost? Prison. Yes, we would come up with a massive loss for doing his thing, so we're going to do the churchy thing, which nets us $5,000. And that's better.
The voice of Tropico reminds all citizens to be vigilant, eat sparingly, and buy war bonds.
Fortunately, as it stands, we'll not get that much for state loans because we're that far in debt, but should have enough to get some of these things done. Can't believe having the budget of that one clinic hasn't actually done anything to help. It's a shack. So we can't afford the upgrades, obviously, and we're not in the right. Well, we could do that if we had the money. And something's on fire. Population's getting there, 242 again, 243. So yeah, probably stick a clinic up here when we get the money. I would imagine they're not covered by that one down there.
Now, I don't want to alarm you.
No. State loans is research. Beautiful, and we're actually not too bad in money. So, edicts. State loans, issue the edict quickly. So, fire station. Let's pop one down. No. Where's the road? That's the road connector. Nope, not on the mountain. Okay, commando guards. Pop one of those here. Oh, I went for a second there. Come on. Commando garrison. Teamster's office. Stick one. Actually, one over here is not a bad idea. And then clinics. Let's get one here. One up here. Just get ready to stick one over here. I think they'll all be fully budgeted as well once they build. So we actually managed to get everything we needed for missions built, as well as election promise.
Oh,
fire
what
station,
a beautiful fire station! I remember now. I have always wanted to be a firefighter. It is the fire engine, you see.
Indeed.
It has so much charismatic power.
Thank you, Presidente. Now the proletariat has taken control of the means of extinguishing, we must firmly oppose the incendiary tactics of the capitalist and revisionist fires with our revolutionary hoses. Good wee bit of peoples, which is the sort of main thrust of this mission. So yeah, so once we get those clinics down, command garrison, beautiful, sabotage raid.
It is a great day for our comrades.
We even had cake one. We've already heard that before. So open raid screen, sabotage. Who are we currently lower with? Both equal. Okay, well in that case we'll sabotage the Axis. And then after that you just do treasure hunts. Okay. Oh, that's another thing we can do. Actually wait until the clinics are built and then upgrade them all to help that along. So that one's built. That one built. I think that should all be built already. Again, we do have like a bunch of whatchamacallits, construction offices. So let's pop those all. That bit's dead, but it's fine. I don't really care about the election promise because, you know, for popularity tanks, I will just stop having elections.
Everyone has friends,
just coffee.
right, Prez? And it's right to help friends, right?
I feel like that requires... Does that require a factory, or is that just a plantation thing? Hold on. I feel like that might just be a plantation thing. It is. Hallelujah. Where's good for coffee? Up here's good for coffee. 99. Perfection. Get that on the go for you, broker. Army trade routes. Hides nearly done. Wool very nearly done. Milk just started, but that's okay.
Would any of these be of interest to you?
Yeah, I'm going to take a convincing talk because that'll come in handy for something.
My blood rival Proximo of Santo
There we go, we've reached 250.
has sent another letter. As I read, his voice echoes in my head. as if by some accursed
Those
expositional
accursed expositional techniques. Dear Penultimo, your Presidente's island is laughable. Upon my own Presidente's island, the Bahia de la Politica Estupida, we have banned underwear, thus creating a much more equal equality than yours. Foolish Proximo. Our population growth speaks for itself. We are clearly more equal. Indeed. Okay, so clinic seems to be paying off. Healthcare Hub is getting there. I don't know if he'll succeed on that. 33 though. Research, how are you coming? That's going to take a while, unfortunately. But when we do it, we'll have 5 grand from the church there. Yeah, there we go. Healthcare happiness is taken up now. So they should be all... They're not all fully budgeted.
Now, a message from El Presidente. 5 war bonds. They help us win the war. And you can win fabulous prizes.
Okay. So we'll start producing coffee in a bit. Healthcare happiness is going in the right direction. Raids. Getting the raid points. Oh, actually, what would be kind of handy, because we're going to get a free nuclear plant, is mine. Uranium. Where's the... There should be a... Have they changed? There was definitely uranium up here. What the fuck? Has the resources changed? Hold up. That's all the same. This island definitely had uranium. I'm not crazy. Like there was like, because I distinctly remember building 2 mines up here. What the fuck happened to my uranium? What am I supposed to do with a nuclear power plant if I can't power it with uranium? Well, that's shitty. Hold on. You're telling me there is not a single drop of a single drop of uranium on this island. Well, goddammit. Because I'm going to have to do a steady, consistent import of uranium to power my power plant. I don't need to, but it would be a waste of a free power plant if I don't use it. Hey, look at that. Healthcare happiness is up to 41.
Do any of these offers
Nope, we're good. Well, actually, I mean, the religious standing might... No, because we're not trying to do that anymore. Never mind. Okay, trade route completed. Okay, so let us send some... Let's send the Axis some fish since we're sabotaging them. There we go, coffee production's going. So, yeah, so that's... That one's very nearly done. Okay, so we'll have that done in a bit anyway. We might actually deliver on this election promise. Which we sometimes do. We rarely deliver on 2, but we sometimes get the first one. Sometimes. Is that better? That's actually worse. Hold on. There we go. That's kind of better. Right, 46. 47. Getting there on that one. That'll be 5 grand from Churchwoman.
Good job there, President.
There we go. That's thing done. 10 immigrants because, well, it's not on the screen right now. There will be another population-based request or main mission at some point. Well, we call them adventures. It's department policy. The rewriting of history department, specifically. Busy fellows as revisionists. With your help, Presidente, we'll win a war one day, irrespective of the actual outcome. 10 immigrants. There's a fire, but luckily, we now have a fire department. Oh shit, it's the library. We need that. Oh, we're 2 points away from healthcare happiness. We are going to deliver on that election promise. Hell yeah, we have successfully delivered on an election promise. Go us. Can you get to that? Yeah, you can get to that, good. The fire will be fine. How's that raid? Almost there. Trade, so we can do something else. Are we doing well? We're not doing well at the moment, so wool to the allies. I feel like we aren't taking up busking by the looks of it. That's our problem. halfway there on coffee production. That'll be a bit more money in the Swiss.
A few opportunities came up.
None of those are useful to me. Not really know what's already gone. Getting there on that. Please fight the library fire, because I think you're not actually generating any knowledge while you're on fire. Understandably, I suppose. It'd be a bit harsh to expect you to be still generating knowledge while on fire.
Kidnapping those Germans.
Huzzah!
Had the amusing side effect of
So we're going to have
sabotaging
to set up a big import of uranium.
Whoops.
That's how important German scientists are, Presidente. Why, I wouldn't be surprised if this science foretold war. A new type of war, nothing like the old war. Maybe an uncontrolled war, or perhaps a financial gold war? Is it me or is it getting chilly?
The wars are over.
We're in the Cold War, which means we can research nuclear testing.
If it was not treason to do so.
Because that's also money. Okay.
Finally, the war is behind us.
So let's just
What's
say
Certainly
colony
not a
first.
different kind of war.
No separation. Fur.
Proximo. Aid to
Bloody
the president
Proximo.
of Santa Tonto still provokes me. Yabu, penultimo, he taunts. Your island smells awful,
That's probably not
and
wrong.
your people are sick.
It may be true that illness runs riot and that violent crime is endemic upon the island, but endemic for all. All are equally diseased and beaten up. That is the point, and our population still grows. In your face, Proximo! So now we have to reach 1,000. I feel like we've got to this point quicker than normal. So that's possibly something. Okay, so again, in the spirit of getting what I need, we're going to cancel these. I should keep that one, because I think church fee comes up. Penal colony will take on, and then nuclear testing. And then just, yeah. Okay. Because nuclear testing is a big one, it's going to take ages to research, but we'll get those other two out of the way quickly. Because the church league does ask for church fees at some point. Penal colony just gets us money for people sending their criminals to us, which is population growth. We've almost...
Always
there we go.
Pleasure
Another grand in the Swiss. Don't need any of those things from the broker. Okay. I know I say this every time, but I am feeling good about this one. So that's labour policies research, so we can do that now. Oh, all our trade routes are done because, yeah, there's no allies. Okay, so let's send coffee to the Eastern Bloc. And... oh, we might have uranium now. Maybe it's like a Cold War thing. Also rum to the Eastern Bloc. And banana to the Eastern Bloc. Guarantee you that's a thing. Like if I check this now, there is all of a sudden uranium. Yep. Okay.
You've got a surplus of workers, Prez, but
So basically, I've always been in the Cold War before I've completed that mission.
Converting their time into something that we can sell.
Ooh, cigars. I've got it. Cigars. They're a Tropican classic. They can be rolled by hand with a little practice, and rich people absolutely love things that have been painstakingly made by poor people, especially things that burn. So I think we're already making tobacco, so that's not a bad shout actually. Okay, so let's first and foremostly. Broker, no.
You are the law, President.
So change constitution on
Nobody
armed
doubts it for a
forces,
second.
not in any specific manner, we just have to change it. Speaking of seconds, does someone need to second your motions on the constitution? Of course not. You are the law, you're the first and only, second to none. So it doesn't really matter why you changed your mind about the constitutional law, does it? Or who paid you, or who paid you what? Of course not. Okay, so that's a couple of constitution stuff. Oh no, Church City's constitution thing's gone. Damn. So, labor policy, we will just do your life's work, fuck it. And armed forces, militia.
I'm so good.
That's 2 grand in the Swiss account. Excellent. So, yeah, so we've got a free nuclear plant, which will just pop down here. So it's braving near the, it's uranium, once we get those built. Sort of there. So let's get that hooked up to a road once we don't have the money to do. We've almost got church fees done. Okay. Again, I am feeling good about this one. Population's at 290. Cigar factory's the next big thing. We have the tobacco already on the go, so that's good.
Sometimes what?
An aircraft carrier, you say?
Like without static.
What's
Still
a big ask?
unmoving.
I create motion and make things happen, Presidente. From unliving rock, we extract the fuels of life itself. Give me a hand, and together we can move the world. Though we do get 15 grand for it. Out of curiosity,
Do any of these
how much is a aircraft carrier? 35 grand. Bloody hell. Oh, wait, do I not have a convincing talk on hand? I do. Beautiful. So that's a free 15 grand. And that's why we buy convincing talks.
But I surely count them afterwards.
I guess we're just telling him we built it and assuming he never actually comes here. Anyway, there's always more eggs to crack somewhere. Heck, if you squeeze enough chickens into a small enough cage, who knows what'll happen. Well, we've got 15 grand. So, cigar factory, you say? Oh, we can just about afford that. And yeah, let's just pop it up near the tobacco. That makes sense. Hell yeah. Don't have enough to build a mine. No, I don't. So, uranium mine. Oh, I need to build a road. Oh, uranium, not aluminium. Can we build 2 of those? No, we can't. Can't build the road yet.
The palace announcement today.
Christ.
She terrifies me.
Probably going to do his thing, because that doesn't involve building a cathedral. Well, I'll have to spend a bit of money on the edict and possibly research the edict, but that's going to be cheaper than a cathedral.
When people are all squashed together on a tiny
Hell
island,
yeah.
it's best to give them guns. Meanwhile, the churches are full. I need a cathedral, Presidente.
I'm going to go with the general on this one. Right to arms. Do we have to research that? Yes, we do. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel. 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 We're going to research right to arms. And then immediately get nuclear testing on the go. And we'll leave it for that for now. Okay. We have researched an ethnic enclave. That's good. We're not planning on doing anything tourism-y. Yeah, we almost have a cigar factory. Hello.
Comrade.
Export trade with
Secure
Eastern Bloc.
this communication.
Oh, we're already working on that, so that's perfect. I will transmit the coded instructions shortly. Use codebook orange to decipher it. Unless the first word is red, then you must use codebook blue instead. I hope I make myself clear. Crystal. Yeah, so like we have like all of our trade routes are Eastern Bloc. So I imagine one of those will complete at some point. So there we go. Cigar factory. Produce cigars. Understandable. This is tobacco, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. I imagine that'll get going at some point. Oh, chapel's on fire. That's probably not a good sign when your chapel's caught on fire. That doesn't imply God's very happy with you. Oh look, we built the nuclear plant. We just need to hook it up to road when we have money. So, no, how are we going to do that? Probably through here, down there. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, I'm reducing cigars. Holy.
Ah, Presidente, it is good to see you.
I'm going to use another convincing. Did I buy just the one or do I have 2 of these? I think I only have the one. Let's get down to brass tacks. I need your help with a few inconsequential matters about which the consequences may very well matter. Remember, happy industrialists mean more tax revenue for you, at least in principle. Do I have another convincing talk? I don't.
Would any of these be of interest to
you're
you?
not offering one. Cars, that's gonna be hefty ask. How much is... We do have, if it comes up, I'll not start work on that, because that is a big ask. You have to mine materials. Going to need at least 2 factories, I think. Vehicle factory. Where is it? Vehicle factory. So that needs steel and rubber. But to make steel, you'd have to build the steel mill. And the steel requires coal and iron. And then you'd also need to get the rubber plants. So that's a hefty old task. So that's probably not going to... I would rather have a convincing talk if it comes up for that one. It's going to be a while before we can do any of that, if ever. Hey, we've researched bells to bullets. What was that? You know it's one of these. Decrease the efficiency of all religious buildings by 20%, increases the hit points and damage of military squads by 10%. Huh. Kind of useful, I suppose.
What makes the Cold War so cold? The lack of love for El Presidente.
True.
Remember, loving El Presidente is your patriotic duty as a Tropico.
That it is. Okay. Oh, I was about to say we're probably about to get the you should probably restart message, but we just
My
got a big pile of money there.
full of people.
Yeah, church feeding,
Yes.
so I knew she was asking for that at some point.
Unprecedented success. Well done, Your House-banning Excellency.
No, Joe, Presidente. Churches simply don't have the bathroom facilities for so many folks. They're designed for holy ghosts to live in, not people. I need funds to buy mops and lots of incense. Can you help me out, Presidente? So, church fee, we are researching at the moment, but then we'll also need the money to enact. Population has reached 300 though. Cigars has reached 398. Let's say if another convincing talk comes up, the car one's probably the...
danger, Presidente. Surely the
I'm
goddess
going to go
needs us
with
to save her
you, because
now
it doesn't
more than
involve
ever.
building anything.
Won't you consider going just a little green?
I'm sure El Presidente is amused by your pagan
Oh, we bet.
nonsense, child. But this talk of going green has me seeing red.
No, I'm
President,
going to do happy meat
if we're going to save something, we should start with the souls of
just 'cause
registered
I don't have money to
voters.
build an asylum. Happy meat. There's some of these you can just do off the rip, but I don't think... Okay, so that one we just need the money. We don't need the research. So that's good. Unfortunately, we don't have the money. And almost there on right to arms. We probably won't have the money to enact it, but at least we'll have it researched. And then we can start researching nuclear testing to get a bit more money. Which will tank my popularity, which means we probably won't be having any more elections. Just being honest. Not getting out of debt. Oh, hold on. Am I still fully budgeting my healthcare buildings? I am. Well, that was foolish. And we're over halfway there on cigars. Still can't build road. Hey, we got 10 grand from the treasure hunt now, so that's good. Speaking of treasure hunt, has anybody seen any pinatas? They're about somewhere. Easy to spot. They're big, colourful, llama-shaped pinatas. And yet... No, I don't see them at the moment. Oh, we've very nearly done the cigars. What was that for?
The cigar factory's
Miss.
ready, Presidente. For a while, I thought we had a thief. But then I realized it was me.
You don't get high on your own supply, Mason. Hey, did you know that you're not supposed to inhale cigar smoke? Once I found that out, I got much more efficient at smoking. I stick one in each ear. If the lungs aren't involved, who cares? And that's a big 25-person
War is
boost.
peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength.
Okay.
Coffee is
Oh, we
pineapple
might hit
juice.
the 50 this time.
And Tropico is the future. Stay tuned.
The citizens are demanding elections,
We'll
Presidente.
try
It
an amazing
seems that they
space.
want the choice in
So,
how
housing
they are
happiness
ruled.
will address.
Selfish.
Lowest faction is the environmentalists. We will not blame us so far. And we will promise improvement to fun. Deliver the speech.
Tropico.
We should win this one.
Some call it the Valley of
We
the
might have to
Shadow
fudge,
of
but we will
Despair.
win.
But to me, it is the Valley of the Shadow of...
I have had a note from your accountant.
Nope, we're continuing
Actually,
playing.
it was more of a suicide note.
50 grand in debt is
I
not a
think the
reason to
situation
stop.
may be
Right
up
to
to
arms is research.
Don't you just love watching...
Boats. Sure, I'll get that on the go as well.
Now, I don't want to alarm you.
Really need
but
you to
I'm-
give me a convincing talk.
Scramble this channel
hey.
immediately. The code word
10
is
immigrants
Bosch.
is going
We
to
have
do
20
more than
seconds
2
from
grand.
now.
I am not authorized to thank you for your assistance. Neither am I authorized to acknowledge your assistance. However, I am authorized to end this transmission. Overnight. 10 grand. Or 10 people. So now we will send... tobacco? No, we'll send cigars to the west. During powers. Just to keep them happy. researched right to arms. We don't have the money to enact it. We have begun researching nuclear testing, which will be a big boost. Don't enact it until after the election, no, or else you'll cost yourself the election. Which we are still sort of trailing. But again, I think as long as that undecided number plus my number is higher than the against me number, I think that's how you win if you fudge the numbers. As I understand it. Stop finding blueprints, just find money. Commandos. So yeah, I can't do anything about any of these missions right now. Okay, so let's now send... yeah, let's send them some pineapple. Why not? Oh, something else has caught fire. I think it's just a shack though. Not the end of the world. You really need some big money. So the ideal scenario will be state loans will come up, which I don't know how. I really wish I had a code with the countdown timers when I could do it again, but it doesn't. And then once we get nuclear testing researched, and get the election out of the way. No, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We can fudge the numbers. It's all okay. Population's up to 340. I don't know what the highest I ever got it was. I don't think I ever got close to 1,000 on either of the previous 2 attempts. Is that 2 traders completed? No, just the 1. Okay, let's send Horde. No, Hides. Let's send Hides to the Western Powers. Play both sides. Oh, that costs like 20 grand. Well, 30 grand. Yeah. Okay.
The enemies of freedom are everywhere.
Fight Western Powers. The embassy have an embassy.
That is how dangerous they are.
Sure, we'll accept that. Because also then if we keep them happy enough, we can get 20 grand off them like every 2 years. It will involve building an embassy, but, you know. Oh, there's Pinata. Hey, that got us $50. That was good. So I'm not able to hook all this up to roads yet. Don't have anything that requires electricity yet. Well, I suppose you would build the infrastructure for electricity before you build the things that need electricity. Yes, pre-adjust those for me. That one's only for 40. Seems to just be a random number. The Pinata money. That one was 40. Well, at least this is something to do while we don't have money to actually do anything in the game itself.
The people have spoken.
Oh,
shouted,
shit!
Yelled and screamed and occasionally wailed.
I wasn't... Oh, shit, that's bad. But... Well, I guess we'll call it here tonight. That was another failed attempt at Shackland. So I'll come back to this at some point next week and have another crack at it. In the meantime, I'll be back tomorrow with Wrestling Empire, more Skeletor Career Mode, and then on Wednesday we'll have AEW Fight Forever. It's the Elite Edition or whatever it's called. It comes out on the Wednesday. So just have sort of a play through a few matches and stuff, and generally get the grips with the game. Yeah, and then we'll be starting a full series of Road to Elite mode in it. Probably with a Creative Wrestler, I haven't decided yet, but yeah. And again, that'll come next week, following week. But yeah, so thanks for watching tonight. That was part 21 of Tropico 6. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers and goodbye.